Hello, and welcome to the Fear Channel, a channel with regular broadcasts telling the most chilling of urban legends, ghost stories, and forays into the darkest corners of the human mind. Those faint of heart or prone to night terrors should proceed at their own risk. Tonight's story is the Missouri River UFO, 1865.
On October 18th of 1865, the Missouri Democrat published what is, based on everything we currently know, the first reporting of an unidentified flying object in U.S. history. The headline read, "A Strange Story, Remarkable Discovery." The Democrat reported the story of one James Lumley, a fur trapper who had observed a mysterious object crash land in the mountains, some 75 miles upstream of the Great Falls along the upper Missouri River in Montana, somewhere within the region known as the Cadotte Pass. The following is an excerpt from that article. Just after sunset one evening, he beheld a bright, luminous body in the heavens, which moved with great rapidity in an easterly direction. It was plainly visible for at least 5 seconds, when it separated into particles, resembling, as Mr. Lumley describes it, the bursting of a firework in the air. A few minutes later, he heard a heavy explosion, which jarred the earth very perceptibly, and this was shortly after followed by a rushing sound, like a tornado sweeping through the forest. A strong wind sprang up about the same time, but suddenly subsided. The air was also filled with a peculiar odor of a sulfurous character. These incidents would have made a slight impression on the mind of Mr. Lumley, but for the fact that on the ensuing day he discovered, at the distance of about 2 miles from his camping place, that as far as he could see in either direction, a path had been cut through the forest. Several rods wide, giant trees uprooted or broken off near the ground. The tops of hills shaved off, and earth plowed up in many places. Great and widespread havoc was everywhere visible. Following up this track of desolation, he soon ascertained the cause of it in the shape of an immense stone driven into the side of a mountain. An examination of the stone, or so much of it as was visible, showed that it was divided into compartments in various places, where it was carved with curious hieroglyphics. More than this, Mr. Lumley also discovered fragments of a substance resembling glass, and here and there dark stains, as though caused by a liquid. The object is later described by the article as a meteor, and the article postulates a theory that extraterrestrials travel between planets inside meteors. It is difficult to ascertain exactly what Mr. Lumley saw, but it was clearly not of this world. It is important to note that the Missouri Democrat was considered to be one of the more conservative papers in the region, and that they did not publish sensational headlines in an attempt to attract readership. The Democrat was considered a highly reputable source of information at the time, and James Lumley was also held in high esteem amongst those who knew him. Most have speculated that the strange object Lumley found could still be intact somewhere in the Rocky Mountains of western central Montana. It is possible that it is still above surface, sticking out of some mountainside, given that the reported meteor crashed well away from anywhere someone would normally travel. This section of the Missouri River is currently paralleled by Route 15. Lumley's description would place the crash site in an uninhabited mountain region some 20 to 50 miles northeast of present-day Wolf Creek, Montana.